Okay, so we are now streaming, so everyone can say hi.
Hi!
Hello.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello,
so
world.
today we have Lucid. Lucid, can you say hi?
Hello.
And Morgan,
Hello.
Kush,
Hello.
and Sout.
Hi. Sorry,
That'll
I wasn't
work.
sure if I was good or not.
That'll totally work.
Multitasking.
So we have a new campaign starting for Dream Chaser, a game of Destiny, our tabletop RPG here. So what you see in the middle of the screen is our dream map. And as you can see, as we were waiting for the stream to start, we're starting to already put in some dreams on these cards. For you that have already placed sentences on those cards, can you increase the font on them? We still have a small dream map, so if you want to blow them up, that really won't hurt.
All right.
Yeah, like Save Today Tomorrow got really huge, but kudos. Okay, I see Capture the Fictional. I see Save Today Tomorrow. I see Mega Evolve a Pokemon. We got Find the Cure to Ignorance. That was like my 8th grade dream. Find the cure to ignorance. Tickle a dire hippo. Hey, this is really fun. Maybe that's what we should do in the future, is just have people like drop them in sporadically. They just pop up.
I still can't come up with the last one. It's hard.
Okay. Did everyone come up with at least one?
Yeah, so far.
Okay. And I'll give you guys a minute while I go over here and make sure that the character sheets are ready.
There, I'm good now. Think.
And I'm going to kill that chit and go here. Okay, add a character. We need a character for... You're going to have these weird names again, right? And Kush.
I'm putting my Twitch on this side now, so I can try to multitask easier.
I have my things on 2 different monitors.
That's really nice.
Y'all are so fancy.
And...
One day, Kush. One day.
I mean, I could just go get another monitor from, like, sitting in another room, but there's just not space on my desk.
I hear that.
It's a big problem, actually.
Yeah.
Do you need a bigger desk or just need to clear it off?
I don't think getting a bigger desk is going to be practical. I've got one of those, like, corner L-shaped desks, and each side is about 5.5 feet long.
What?
How do you not have room?
So on my desk at the moment, I've got one monitor, but it's 34 inches.
Oh, wow.
3D printer, random tools, and video game stuff.
Damn.
3 tablets, a couple of board games, some DVDs.
Now I kind of want to add a different idea.
About a dozen books.
Okay. You should all be able to find character sheets. When you get a second, take a look and roll 20. Morgan, I know you're new to roll 20, so it's on the right side, and you'll see this. There's these little tabs towards the top right, and the third one over says journal. If you click that, underneath you'll see a list that has like different sheets. One of them says, the very bottom one says Haslo Agre, parentheses Morgan.
Oh, I got to rename myself on Roll20. Not ready for that.
Nobody's ready for that. Okay. How do you do on dreams?
I got 3. I'm sorry. I couldn't. I had to add 3rd.
You just had to be the overachiever.
Well, only because, like, Kush gave me a great idea, so you can combine them. I don't know. You're the DM, dude. Yeah.
Okay, so we have Find the Cure to Ignorance. Whose was that?
Me.
Okay. And we have Mega Evolve a Pokemon. Whose was that?
Me.
Okay, all right, so I'm seeing the pattern. So the top right, whose card was that?
Top
Save
right would
Today,
be
Tomorrow, and Capture the Fictional?
Me. Yeah, me.
Okay. And who has the bottom left?
That's me.
And what are yours?
Tickle a dire hippo or discover the source.
Awesome. And the bottom right?
That's me.
What you got?
I got escape the game, 3D print the perfect friend, and make friends with an NPC.
Okay, so some of you already pros. Let's put tallies on these. Put them next to the words you like. Morgan, you haven't done this before. So on the left of roll 20, that option where you found the text, one of the choices is like a freehand. And just pick like a color that's different for you and put a tally next to, let's say, the 3 that you guys like. So each of you put 3 tallies up there somewhere. I like to, it's like a race. Like you have to pick your color before the other person does.
That's too similar.
Okay, Red. I don't know what the deal was, but as soon as you picked one, you picked all 3. I think the color choice was the problem. It looks like beige has been really contemplative. Gotcha. Green was the first one to the party.
I'm excited.
That's 3 colors. Who's the 4th? Who is the slacker? Somebody slack it.
Did we have a winner, though?
Yeah,
Maybe.
4 people picked Find the Cure to Ignorance.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I see. There's 2. I'm colorblind, I guess. I didn't realize the yellow and orange were different. Awesome. Find the cure to
Michigan man,
ignorance.
it's maze.
Okay. So we're going to take this little card, put it in the middle. We're going to take that Find the Cure to Ignorance, stick it on over here.
Oh my god.
I think I'm going to take this, and I'm going to blow it up a little bit. Let's see if I can do it.
I'm trying to figure out how to get Skype to work so I can see you all.
Yes.
Well, I just put the Twitch thing so I can see you all like that.
You guys can't see us in Skype?
It's like only having one person's face at a time.
So the overlay window will just switch between people who are talking if you open up the actual app and just move it so that it's not over whatever window you're actually using. You should be able to see everyone.
I need more monitors for
Right?
this.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem you're having, is you need the Roll20 screen and you need the Skype screen. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the price we pay to look beautiful. That's what it is. Okay. So we have a clear winner. I'm going to start moving all these dreams on over to like the bottom right in case you want to reuse them for one of your milestones. But otherwise, let's start talking about what roles you want to play. So we have extra cards. As I clear them up, you can kind of claim one and put your role on it. But think about who you want to be in the story. Finding the cure to ignorance. The options are endless. Sometimes with something like that, I also look to the other cards, and maybe I take like inspiration for which direction I might take out of my second favorite dream that was proposed. Like find the cure to ignorance in my story of 3D print the perfect friend. Let's start moving these over.
Are we supposed to type these on the card again?
I was just going to delete mine. Is that okay or no?
You can if you know you're not going to use it. You can for sure.
I'm not going to use them.
But I'm going to clean off this. I'm going to start cleaning off cards, and I'll put them over the milestones and just claim one.
Yeah, I was trying to help by cleaning it up a little bit. All right.
I got one.
Who am I in this story?
Yeah, and when you come up with it, just say it out loud, because that helps everyone else. Mega Evolve. Oh. Okay, well, they're all gone, so I guess I'm just going to get rid of it.
I need like a first word. I got what I want to be, but I don't know what kind I want to be.
What's the
I wanna
first
be a
word?
philosopher.
Ooh,
Because in finding the cure to ignorance, I feel like being a philosopher is like the perfect person to be in this. What is ignorance? Right? There you go.
This is where I'm gonna bite myself.
Wait, is this characters or is this the milestones?
This is your role. Yeah, so what kind of character you want to be in that story?
Do I do it on my sheet or should I type it out?
You can put on one of the cards if you want to do it visual for people watching.
Okay.
And then I'll probably move them all in a second, maybe on a 5th card or something.
Oops. But I don't know what I need help with my first word, Pete. That's what I'm trying to say. I got what I want to be. I just don't know what kind.
What have you got so far?
Philosopher.
Just philosopher.
Well, like I feel like I want to be like an aggressive one, maybe like one that's like in your face, like why are you ignorant? What is ignorance? And you know, but I'm not sure.
Well, aggressive totally works.
Yeah.
Fine, thank you guys. I don't know how to spell it as well, so I don't want to use that.
You could put like ag, well, no, or aggro.
Now it sounds like a video game again. I feel so bad. Funny, I can spell it correctly over here, but not over here. Thanks, world.
What else we got? What else are people thinking?
I think taking a cue from one of the dreams.
Green activist sentient hippo. Nice.
Ever a dull moment. Are you gonna paint yourself green for every session now?
Well, I'm not actually green. I'm like a green activist, like go nature.
Oh, I get you. Now I get it. Yeah, I thought you were like green.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, but it's not.
Oh, okay.
And what does that say? Yeah, if you hold down Alt, it'll let you not get it stuck into the grid.
Oh, okay, that is wonderful.
I know, it'd probably drive OCD people mad.
I'm gonna be an overzealous homicide detective.
Cool.
This is not a good idea. I don't think I can actually do that.
That would actually be really funny. Because then you have to like pantomime an entire campaign.
Okay. So we got an overzealous homicide detective. We got an unusually stupid knight. We have a green activist sentient hippo and an aggressive philosopher. Excellent. Okay. So with that, we want to talk about what you want to get out of this story. What are your milestones? So underneath your role on your card, if you want to write your milestone. And whoever's typing, we can hear you.
It might be me. I don't know.
It was me. Sorry.
It's okay. Kush likes to take notes, which makes sense, right? He wants his own copy of all the stuff. But
So wait, are we working on our milestone right now?
yeah, go to milestones. So yeah, and just go ahead and write it on the card that you already have. Okay. And as you come up with them, say them out loud. So what do we have from the hippo?
Revitalize nature.
Okay.
I would like to prove that I'm situationally smarter than the hippo.
So, I kind of have something. I'm obviously gonna need a little help, like finalizing the idea behind it. But like, I want to like break us out, but like break us out like of the system, or like more like the Matrix, right? So like I'm thinking allegory to cave. Like no one knows we're inside. But I want to like break us out. Makes sense, kind of.
I want to overturn a criminal convention.
Hey, that's related.
Okay. So we have overturn a criminal convention. We have prove that I'm situationally smarter than a hippo. We have revitalize nature. And we have break us out. Quote unquote, out of the system. What's up, Leaf? And hello, Miss. Okay. So with those, we want to put them in order. So can you guys move them, or are you just going to have to order me around? Is that what's going on? Which one happens first out of our 4 milestones?
I don't know what happens first, but I feel like revitalize nature would happen last.
I think
of course,
breaking us. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, of course, if you're watching, feel free to chime in.
I think breaking us out of the system might be a way to start. Like, we don't realize that ignorance needs to be cured because we're part of this problem.
I like it. I like it.
All right.
And maybe the system is created by a criminal convention.
That's the second part, yeah? Right? Cool with that? Yeah, I like that. Oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps. Sorry, I'm geeking out hard.
All right, what was the first one? We were saying break out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Breaking out. And I'm going to make these look nice in a second. What was the second one?
Criminal convention, I believe?
Criminal convention.
So far. Yeah.
Okay. What's the third one?
I mean, default.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would be proof that I'm situationally smarter than the hippo.
Wow, and then somehow the whole point of it all was to revitalize nature?
I mean, I remember the Matrix, right? So, like, the world was screwed. The real
Yeah.
world, right? That's why I felt like that would be last. But, I mean, I'm down to be vetoed.
It sounds good to me. Are you cool with it?
I agree.
Good.
Did I miss anything in the chat?
Nope, I'm just saying. Oops, I am bad at spelling, guys.
Let's pale.
Pale.
And I guess I'm bad at speaking, so, we're even. Okay. Everyone, go ahead and find your character sheets, because you can start filling in the tops.
Oh my.
And let me know if you have any
Wait,
trouble.
why
with
do I have
sheets.
2?
Because you have your old one in there, too. I'll move them to the bottom, so at least they're, not the first ones you see.
Well, I see Kush is in Lucid, too. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if I want to get rid of them yet, you know what I mean?
Oh, I hear you. No. Hey, man.
You can also,
I
I think
didn't-
you can
didn't-
also create folders, and you could like sort them that way when you have time.
Okay.
Because I feel bad now. I was editing my old Master Turtle one.
Yes,
So,
I just
I'll fix
took
it.
over whichever one had my name on it.
No, that's exactly what you should do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll fix it. I'm sorry.
And feel free to change the names, especially because those are the automated ones, but I think they're funny. Like, it's always fun to see those. Like, who would really make their character like, how do you even say ECII? Eki?
ECII?
Yeah.
It's an acronym.
It's an acronym. Nice.
I'm going to go fix my old one.
Okay. So let's see. What I'm curious about is, can I pick on one of your character sheets and use it as our example? Let's see if that's possible. And we know Sout can't spell, so we should avoid him.
Wow.
And it's Morgan's first time, so that'd be mean. So we're going to go to Kush. Let's see. I'm going to show to players. I think that actually just makes it so everyone was forced to see it for a second. Let's see. Let's see how well I can blow this up. Yeah, that didn't work at all. Okay. All right, well, it's fun. We'll just go to the blank character sheet. All right, moving on to the blank character sheet. Let's see how it looks on OBS. You got all the important stuff. Okay. And I'm going to kick that chat up here. Not that we need it right now, but, you know, for later. And we can let everyone see our stupid conversation prior to, you know, streaming. Okay. So, everyone knows our dream. That's step 1. You can't see the bubble, but you guys can see it on your sheets. So go ahead and fill that in. And let's see if it'd be easier, I guess.
Wait, I'm sorry, what are we filling in?
Oh, cool. Okay. What's tripping me out is that right now I can see both, but you guys can only see the dream map. Right?
Yeah.
In roll 20. So, yeah, so for your dream, you're going to write find the cure to ignorance. And then for your roll, you're going to write down whatever you put on your card. Unusually stupid knight or green activist sentient hippo.
All right.
And can you guys hear me scribbling on this piece of paper?
No.
Not
No.
really.
So what does your shirt say, Pete? Cool kids?
It's a roll 20 shirt.
Okay.
Cool kids
Whoa.
play RPGs. Okay. And then when you get to step 3, you want to write your milestone, just the one that's yours. That's all that matters on your sheet. And then when you're ready for step 4, we're going to talk about tags. Milestone 2, overturn. A criminal convention. That sounds great. You know, there's a criminal convention, you know, where people get together to share their ideas on the criminal underworld. You know what's been working
Black
for me?
Market Con.
I think I would like to go to that.
I mean, I don't know if you'd survive, but sure. Knock yourself out.
Undercover cop goes to a criminal con and actually enjoys himself.
Yeah.
Ends up helping them all because, oh, by the way, you don't want to do that because of this. He has all the inside info.
Exactly.
Oh, let me help you with your enterprise.
He becomes the president, right?
Gets everyone's dossier right there.
Nature.
All right, I got frustrated so far. There's a tag.
Okay.
I like to ask the audience though if there's anyone out there that wants to give me some tags. You know.
Okay.
Yes.
What?
I guess you guys don't really need this. You're all pros with the character sheet. I can leave. You probably want to see the dream map more anyway.
That
Yeah.
scared me when you switched it.
Yeah, I have some controls. Okay, so with the character sheet, I guess for OBS, for the watchers though, we should show a character sheet. Okay, so what you're seeing, just as a recap, because the players have the sheet in front of them, they did our dream, they did their roll, they wrote down one milestone, because we're playing one milestone per player, and then now we're moving on to tags. So they're going to write 3 tags, all on this left side here, and these are going to be the ways they describe their character. And the ways they describe their character, when something happens in the game, and it doesn't go their way, if they can explain how one of these would help their character in this situation, they can re-roll. So, for example, Sout, what did you say a second ago? You're thinking of a character
I'm
that...
frustrated for sure. I want one of my tags to be frustrated. But I don't
How
have
many
any
tags
other
do you
tags yet.
3.
Try also include the audience so they can have fun. You know, it's like, hey, maybe they want me to be short or stout or
Yeah.
you know, old or young. Like it could be like I wrote it because maybe people don't realize what a tag is. So I wrote that tags can be like personality, physical, mental traits.
Yeah.
But you know,
And tell
maybe
the
someone wants me
audience
to be
again.
just sexy. What's that?
Tell the audience again. What kind of character did you want to play? What was your
I'm
role?
playing an aggressive philosopher.
Okay. What if the aggressive philosopher is an actor, good at hiding their emotions, so the aggressive part becomes more passive aggressive?
I like it. I'm gonna put actor as one of my tags. Actor. That's why I like to ask the audience. Like, hey, people out there, get them in on this story. So now I'm a frustrated actor philosopher.
You could take passive aggressive too. He mentioned that. You were going for aggressive, so it's just another kind of aggressive.
Oh, of course. I like it too. Thank you so much. This is why you're the best GM in the world, Pete.
Me? You mean the best audience participator? I'm just repeating what I'm reading, so don't give me any credit.
Still gotta give you credit though. You're just too good, man. You made the game, all right? Trump's all, all right? Trump card. I got my 3 tags now.
Cool. Anybody else? What else? What do you guys got?
I've got intimidating and family-oriented so far.
Nice.
Hippos very social, family-oriented type creatures.
Oh yeah. You can put hippo. Definitely. You could use it like, wait, I'm a hippo. It'd be your tag.
That's true.
You know,
I mean, like if you were like, say, wait a second, Pete, I'm a hippo, but it's like not your tag. It's not gonna help you.
That's true, and a lot can come with it too. Like somebody's about to attack me, and I'm trying to defend, and I try to use my tag. Like basically, like their heart's not into it because I convinced them I'm on the endangered list because I'm a hippo.
Looking out for you, man. Looking out for you.
Hippo's the tag now, so that's my 3.
that was a good one though too. I like endangered list. Nobody's had that yet. I kept thinking big butt too. Like just like isolate one thing about a hippo.
Well, my best strategy is Mighty Mouth.
Nice.
Are you like a hungry hippo?
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing.
Well, and I intend it multiple ways, like the actual physical aspect, but he's also like an activist, so like his words as well.
Yeah, tags now, huh?
Kush, what you got so far?
I've got lights are on, but nobody's home. Large for a human, nothing compared to the hippo. And Super Saiyan hair.
What? What was the last one?
We gotta
My
get a
hair
picture now
is
for
this
Pete.
glorious golden glow that is like slightly floaty and yeah.
Wow.
This is already sounding awesome.
Morgan, what about you?
I have 2, delusional and sarcastic.
Okay. And what kind of character are you going for? What's the role?
Overzealous homicide detective.
All right. Do you need anything that helps you be a detective or anything that kind of gets overzealous in there? Of course, we can always resort back to asking Leafy over here. He's got good ideas.
Yeah.
Or she, I don't know.
audience has some.
Leaf, you got any good ideas for our homicide detective?
Yep.
Overzealous.
Overzealous.
Like, they're dead, but like, no, he's got a pulse. He's got it. But no, they're dead. He has no head. I'm just kidding, though. I still need strategies. Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Let's see. So you got, what did you have so far? You had...
Who are you asking? What?
Morgan, what did she have again?
Delusional and sarcastic.
Okay. Yeah, because delusional is going to be awesome for like the detective. I know what I'm doing. I know what I saw.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Is cursing going to be okay? Because one of my strategies is going to be being a dick. But should I change to being a jerk?
Well, that's a really good question.
I've decided on a final tag through use of dictionary.
And it is?
Neurosis.
Neurosis.
Oh.
Okay. So I think being a dick's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure.
Okay, moving on to strategies. So with strategies, now that we know something about what kind of things we want to reinforce about the characters, now we want to talk about how do they get stuff done. So everyone gets 3 strategies. As you can see on the sheet, there's 2 columns again. So you can put these in the left or the right column. You get 3. So you notice that each label has 2 columns. So you could put 2 at the best, or 2 at expert, or 2 at skilled, or 2 at beginner, or 1 in any which way you choose for a total of 3. The only thing you can't do is anything at legend, because that's grayed out so that we accomplish you becoming legendary in our story, in whatever means or situation that would be. So you want to come up with how you want to word your way of problem solving. Do we have any so far? Because I heard being a dick, and Lucid, I think you said something too.
Yeah, I've got all 3 of mine actually.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I've got Mighty Mouth at best.
Yes.
I have Deceptively Fast as expert. And then at beginner, I have Mimicry.
Awesome. I don't know why, but because of the hippo, all I could think of when you said incredibly fast was like that rear view mirror, side mirror thing that it's like objects may appear, like maybe closer than they appear. Like they're going to see you from a mile away and then you're there on top of them, you know? Kush, did you have any already?
So far, I've got one,
Okay.
which is mocking repetition.
Does he do it on purpose? Or is it just
Yeah,
that
it's
he
the
just...
only way he can start to sound smart is by just saying the exact same thing back, but like totally mocking you.
So, does he
We're
mean
gonna
to
have
mock
that.
you, or is he just always mocking you?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh, I said, does he mean to mock you, or does he just always mock you?
He's always mocking,
Yeah.
sort of as a mask, so that people that don't know him also don't know how dumb he is.
Okay. And as you come up with more, just throw them out.
I am a beginner with a pistol. I'm an expert at deductive reasoning, and I'm the best at obsessive rambling.
What was your second one? You said pistol, obsessive rambling,
And deductive reasoning.
deductive reasoning. Sout, did you get any more?
I only have being a dick. Apparently, I asked the audience. You can write really convincing post-it notes. So I guess I will be expert at post-it notes. Whatever
Like
that
in,
means.
like in the Prey demo.
The what demo?
The demo for the game Prey. There's this room where everything is just covered in post-it notes.
Never played it, but that sounds like scary in a good way.
It's a horror game.
Oh, okay. Well, there we are.
I mean, yeah,
post-it notes.
you could take post-it notes in general, or writing post-it notes. Because,
I put post-it notes.
yeah, they're
I
both...
can just stick people with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd have to a little bit more vague.
I can't wait till you
So-
start slipping them to the detective. That's going to be awesome.
Being a dick, post-it notes. I'm gonna put researching is the best as well. 'Cause I'm a philosopher. I would know how to research.
I like, too, that the philosopher is the post-it notes guy. Like, think about how wordy your character would be in explanation, and it's like fitting it on post-it notes.
Wait, what? I missed part of that.
When I think of a philosopher, right, I think of a character that's like, probably really wordy, like really
Yeah.
talking at depth about something. And like
Yeah,
your
I know.
medium of writing things down is post-it notes. Like,
Exactly. I like to be concise. I'm like a concise philosopher. I'm
Like those
just
post-it notes, every
Oh,
inch of
jeez.
space is crammed.
exactly. I just stick it in people's foreheads. Like when I find out he's a dumb knight or whatever, I'm gonna just be like, idiot. So the world knows. I think he's gonna be mad. Say no, I'm not. I'm like yes.
That's going to go really well.
Okay, what else? So we got, Lucid's got 3. Sout, you got 3 now, right?
Yes.
And Morgan, how many do you have?
3.
Okay. And Kush?
Yep, I've got 3.
Okay. Moving right along. Soul skills. So soul skills, you guys all know the drill, but Morgan, it's been a little while, so I'll give you a refresher. You get 10 points between imagine and reason. You're going to use one of these in every roll of the game, so they're really important. You're going to roll under it on a d10. So having a 5 in each is a great idea, but if you know you're going to play a character that's going to be kind of always using one of your strategies because of like a very direct use of what they are, then you're a more reasonable character. You might want a little more reason. If you're always going to be kind of bending your strategies in weird and creative ways, then you probably are more of an imagined character. Or player, I should say, right? It kind of almost says more about the player than the character.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody have any troubles?
Nope.
Okay, moving on to health. Same general idea. You don't roll these though. You get 12 points between the three of them, mind, body, and spirit. So 4 is average on our 1 to 10 scale for most things. So think about how your character deals with problems, because you probably want to be a little better in those kind of areas. So if you're more of a researcher, a philosopher maybe, who's going to try to explain their way through things with intelligence, not necessarily through manipulation or charisma, you want more mind. Body a hippo charging, a hippo racing, a hippo's endurance, all body. Spirit, trying to get to the bottom of something, coerce someone, manipulate someone, just trying to win people over by your own good looks, spirit. So split 12 points between the three of them.
Do you want to know them, or?
With the health, go ahead.
Okay. I'll start since
Go for
I asked. I went with 5 mind, 3 body, and 4 spirit.
Okay.
Same for me.
I've got 4 mind, 5 body, 3 spirit.
Okay.
I've got 3 mind, 5 body, 4 spirit.
Kush's got such a deep voice. Sometimes he was really confident about that. Okay.
I got a 3.
I got a 3. Relationships. So
Oh, no.
you guys know the drill, but just to explain it, because this is the first one that we actually have that's like a decent recording for Twitch. So
Right.
Relationships, you get 3 per character. You pick the labels that you see in teal over there. So they could be true love, intimate, close, casual, contact. You make that up. But you create 3 people, places, or things that are important to your character. You give them a name, or tell us what kind of a person, place, or thing they are, and then you give them a tag. And the tag just describes how are they useful to your character. So maybe your true love is your mom, because your tag is she feeds me. Maybe you're intimate with Alfred, because for Batman it was like his father, and he knows everything about each other. And the tag is, saves the day, or, picks me up when I fall down. Someone, like a contact, for example, could be not only someone you hardly know, or some place you've only ever thought of, like maybe going to Machu Picchu because you saw it in a magazine, and the tag is hope or the future. But it could also be like you're the sheriff and you want the bad guy to be, some criminal like Cowboy Joe or something, and you could put contact Cowboy Joe, tag rival, nemesis, plague. Anybody got any?
I have a intimate. Is Dr. M. Rowe. Is my genius, quote unquote, father, the scientist who gave me sentience.
Okay. Veto? What? Nip, stop.
I tend to like people for my relationship, so I veto that. I'm sorry. Veto.
Someone else has the
People
chance to
use-
take nibs.
Yeah, someone else could totally take that awesome audience suggestion.
I will take nibs.
Nice. And under the tag you could put stolen, because you took it from the philosopher.
Indeed.
I didn't
Now-
know I had it.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so each of you, I'm going to make one that relates you to another character. So pick one
Okay.
with another character. It doesn't have to relate to both of you. Like your tag might say, sandbag or, minion or peon or something. But you can pick a bond with another player, pick which label it's at, like intimate or close, and give a tag of how you feel about them or how you think they should feel about you. So
Do we say this out loud?
yeah, do it please, because it inspires
So I think I'm
others.
gonna put the detective as a contact, and the reason I did that is because like they're overzealous, and I want to like manipulate them to help me, like break out of this like simulation that I think that's a simulation, but of course I'm right because I'm the know-it-all like aggressive philosopher. Like, but no one else believes me because they're all so happy in the simulation, you know. I'm gonna put Patsy as my tag.
Patsy.
Like they help me out because they don't realize that I'm like, I feed to their overzealous delusions, their neurosis, you know. And they stole my pen, so they owe me one. So I got true love is freedom.
Freedom.
And that gives me motivation because that's the whole like my, in on this is like I just want to get out of this. Little do I know it's probably worse out there. It's like, oh no, I want back in.
Fun. Along those lines, since that's your tag for that, it kind of fits. I have you, the aggressive philosopher, is close, and the tag is motivator.
Perfect. Yeah,
because,
I love it.
See, like you stick into your thoughts and your beliefs, regardless of how irrational they seem to everybody else, and you keep moving forward with them. So it kind of drives me forward with mine.
Yeah. Still need one more.
Yeah.
And so your role was the philosopher.
Yeah.
And
I think I'm gonna put one of the audience members. Can I do that, Pete? Is that allowed?
do what?
Put an audience member? Because the Leafeon warrior, I might put them as like the person on the outside of the system.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Like that motivates me.
And then, Kush, you were the what kind of knight was it?
Unusually stupid.
That's right.
And Morgan, I'm sorry about this, but I think I've got a close relationship with your homicide detective, and my tag is going to be awkward buddy cop shenanigans.
And Lucid, you were the hippo.
You're the hippo?
Lucid.
I'm the hippo.
And Morgan. And Kush. And Sout. Okay. Lucid, what about your other one? So you got the philosopher for motivation.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of along the same way as motivator, kind of, but for true love, I have the BBC Earth documentary 1 and 2 for the way things could be.
That's a great line, though. The way it should be.
Maybe it gives me hope. I think that'll be the tag.
I'm using that as a tag too. I just don't know how to word it. But I'm using I don't know how to word like the outsider of everyone else is in this box with us, right? But I don't know. I guess what would you call someone outside the box?
Do we have any more suggestions from the audience of relationships of any kind, people, places, or things that you think would be funny for our characters to have? A glitch in the Matrix?
Okay, I'm gonna name my true love Glitch. I have 2 true loves. I have Freedom, which I absolutely want, and then Glitch, who I don't know is something outside the Matrix. I don't know if it's a guy or girl. I just truly love it. Gives me hope.
Outside hope. Outside.
For a better tomorrow.
And what about Kush? Kush, we got that buddy cop thing going on with the detective. What else you got?
I've got an armorer, and the tag would be gear.
Okay. Gear.
And I guess I've got a close relationship with the Knight's Code.
Ooh, okay.
And the tag there would be honor.
Knight's Code. Honor. Okay. Morgan, what are you thinking?
My true love is criminal activity for a thirst of knowledge.
That is awesome.
My intimate is the pen nibs, which was stolen from the philosopher. And I'm thinking about my third being intimate, the detective badge for asserting dominance.
Now I'm picturing like Cartman. I respect my authority.
Okay. And Morgan, what did you say for the pen? What was the tag?
Stolen.
Stolen. And for the criminal activity, you said knowledge. What kind of knowledge was it?
A thirst for knowledge.
Thirst for knowledge. Some things I summarize. Some things I'm like, that was perfect. I don't want to remember it wrong. So, okay. Lucid. We got the philosopher and the BBC docs. What else?
Intimate. I had Dr. M. Rowe, my genius father, who created me, like who gave me sentience and everything.
Sentience. How do we want to tag it? Do we want to say like creator, father?
I have it tagged as a genius and then quote father.
Okay. Genius father. Quote unquote. Okay, almost done. Belongings. Everyone come up with at least one, but up to 3. Items that are iconic or cool or fun or ridiculous.
I've got all 3.
Yeah, anything mundane you don't need to write unless you want to. These are for the things that would beg the question, where did that come from?
So I've got my my moisture mantle, which is a kind of a floating nano orb mesh around me that draws moisture from the air and keeps my skin moisturized.
Wow.
I was created with an adaptive stomach, so I can eat pretty much anything and get nourishment off of it.
Awesome.
And then my last one, it's a voice activated personal assistant that sounds like David Attenborough.
Oh, jeez.
My name is Herbert.
Awesome, thanks. Herbert.
I have one.
Okay.
If I've done wrong. I put my mind. Like it's mine. I feel like I'm gonna need it to be my belonging if like we get out of the system and realize we're not humans. We're like floating. I don't know what we are. So.
I feel like that's a good way to lose your brain.
Thanks, Pete.
Just saying.
But it's my belonging, so I can't lose my mind.
It's true. Okay. Kush, you have anything?
I've got hardened leather armor,
Okay.
a glowing longsword, and unreasonably bright teeth.
Okay. And Morgan, what do you got?
I have a pet fish in a tiny floating globe tank. And I have an inhaler.
Ooh, cool. Anything special about the inhaler?
Just that means my character has asthma.
Okay, no, that's cool. And did you say that the pet fish was in a floating bowl? Or what did you say?
It's like in this floating globe tank thing.
Okay.
Does your fish talk?
We may never know.
Okay, Lucid.
Telepathic.
Lucid, you told me your 3. Can you tell me again so I can write them down?
My moisture mantle. my adaptive stomach. And my personal assistant that sounds like David Attenborough.
David Attenborough. Okay, and the first one was moisture what? Mantle?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that?
It's like a floating nano mesh thing that kind of stays around me that draws moisture from the air to keep me moisturized since I can't be submerged all the time while I'm out being an activist.
What about being an activist? Okay. Do we miss anything? Let's see. Morgan, did you want any more? Or Sout, did you want any more?
I kind of do. I don't know if this is a belonging, but I feel like it's part of who I am, right? So I put a philosopher does not need worldly possessions. So that's a belonging. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like my lack of belongings is part of who I am.
Now, you said what? You don't have...
No, say a philosopher does not need worldly possessions.
Okay.
That's why my possession is my mind. It's the most prized one that I have. Maybe the newest belonging will be the stupid knights. Mind. Maybe I'll start collecting mines to tinker with.
Morgan, anything else?
I do not have a third one.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind having another one, but
Oh, I'm gonna ask the audience. I mean, if I could do it, why not, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Right.
And in the meantime, everyone think of a name.
I'm easy.
oh shoot, this is the hard part.
I like the one that I got. Iryu.
And I'm Herbert the Hippo.
Did you catch that, Sout?
Yep, Herbert the Hippo.
No, you might need an infinite post-it notepad.
Oh. But that would go against my philosopher needs to know. But all right, I could work with that. Because then I can throw it away, and then it comes back to me.
Whoa. I was going to say, otherwise it is kind of funny if you don't have it, like you said, if everywhere you go, you're always asking for a post-it note.
Yeah.
And that's why you got
Maybe I
used to
just stick
using
them to
them.
my body, and then I just pull them off as I need them. Maybe I'm more like a toga made of post-it notes.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
You know, the best part about that is sometimes they don't stick, they don't stick all that well.
No, Pete. No. Oh my god, Pete.
Or just the more he uses, like, the more risque it gets.
You guys.
Okay, we got any other names? So we got Herbert. And Leafy, you are more than welcome to help us name these characters if you have any ideas. This is going to be an awesome game.
Yep.
Find the cure to ignorance. How? Well, first we got to break out of the system. Then we got to overturn a criminal convention. Not like a criminal, it's not like a criminal plan. It's not like a criminal, activity. Well, it is. But we have to overturn a criminal convention. Then we have to prove that I'm situationally smarter than the hippo, which may also happen at the criminal convention, right? Because we overturned it, doesn't mean it's fully done. So that we can revitalize nature. Which already feels pretty philosophical, so we really need to see if it is by the end of this. Or if it's just something silly like...
I have a hunch, I don't want to spoil it, but my mind is I feel like once we break out and we're revitalizing nature, the only real person was the hippo. And he's just having these grandiose ideas. Very bored and lonely hippo. But I could be wrong, so who knows? That's what I love about this game. You never know what can happen.
Okay. Well, if you have a name, spit it out. If you don't, everyone does need to hit the dice. So, if you haven't used the character sheet yet for your dice, like Morgan, somewhere on the sheet, I think it's towards the bottom middle, right? It says vision roll, and you're going to want to click that button. Yeah.
Also, my character is named Jack.
All right. Is Jack a boy or a girl?
Boy.
Let me rename myself too on Roll20. I forgot. But I like the random generator name for once. It was actually really cool. It's like, I like that. Iryu.
Iryu.
Yeah.
How's
So
it
that can always be
spelled?
like ERIU. YOU. like,
Okay.
who am I? Who are you? kind of thing.
Kush, what about you?
Sir Slekton.
What was it? Sir what?
Slekton.
Slekton.
Yeah, I saw Herbert the Hippo, and I wanted to be alliterative too.
Harold the Hippo.
Okay. So moving right along with the vision rolls, as a filling in, we have Sout
Nailed
dancing
it, Sout.
with this. Okay. Lucid, so Herbert the Hippo has 2 fails. Morgan, you have 1 success. And Kush, you have no successes. And Ariu, Sout, you have 2 successes. Okay. So we go from least to greatest. What vision rolls are is a way for players to influence the story before we get to it, and a great way to help the GM kind of give the players what they want out of their chapters of the story. So I have 2 questions for every player, and we go clockwise with the 0 successes first, then the 1s, then the 2s. So I'm just going to go by roll order because it's easier for rotation. So Morgan, you got 1 success, so it would be Lucid, right? So Lucid, what in a story of finding the cure to ignorance, the first chapter is about breaking us out of the system. What is stopping us? And this is as a player playing a game. Like, don't worry about your character or any of the other characters. Talk about what you think is what we have to break out of because you think it's cool.
The inherent antibody is built into the system to keep people from breaking out.
Okay. Inherent antibodies. And if your character had to deal with those inherent antibodies to break out of the system, how do you think your character might do that? Now you look at strategies and relationships and belongings and stuff.
Two ways I would see would either be if you can't talk them down, try to eat them.
I was trying to think of how to shorten that in my little notes. It's just like option 1, talk. Option 2, eat.
Hungry hippo, man. That's all I'm picturing. Those big giant.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, when you have 0 successes in a vision roll, you're going to get a tag from the GM. If you get 1 success in the vision roll, you're going to get a tag from the other players. If you get 2 successes in the vision roll, you're going to make up your own. And these should reflect what your response was to the possible vision of what the milestone could lead to. Though that's, loosely based. Once it's my job or the player's job, they can do whatever they want, even though it's supposed to loosely reflect. So anyway, so Lucid, you said that you're going to talk or eat these inherent antibodies. And I think a tag for you should be picky. So I think that you are a picky eater.
I mean, that really doesn't go with my whole adaptive stomach, though, where I can eat anything.
Doesn't mean you like the taste of it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. First time I see someone argue with the DM, that's a bad.
Yeah.
I was just throwing that out there. I mean, I didn't see that as a part of the character at all. But I know it's from the GM and it's bad because I failed, so I'll work with it.
Well, maybe it just means you don't like when they squirm in your mouth. Maybe you're a really.
Well, the bigger part of it is he can still stomach whatever he wants to eat, and it may not be the antibodies. It's just that when he goes to eat things, he might be like, "Oh, but I hate how this smells or tastes," or it doesn't stop him at all.
Exactly.
Okay, moving right along, we move on to Kush, and Kush, the milestone is break us out of the system. What's stopping us?
I think maybe that we've been trapped in the system so long that it's all we know, that we can't even imagine a way out.
All we know. Okay, if your character had to find a way out, how would you do that?
I don't think he would. I think he'd be totally oblivious and completely unaware that the system even existed.
Okay, so again, I have to give you a tag that kind of reflects that you're oblivious with a little bit of a twist. Okay, trapped. And you said you're trapped. It's all we know. So I'm thinking something like limited imagination, right? I'm thinking like not dumb as rocks. Like, I think you should be a character that's like in denial, right? So like,
Okay.
how should, and everyone, if you can help, how do we want to word this? Like a person who kind of like is in denial, right? So not a conspiracy theorist, but like the opposite. Like only believes what they can count on their fingers and toes.
Like a skeptic.
Yeah.
Extreme skepticism or something.
Yeah. Why don't we say strained skepticism or strained skeptic? We know, as long as you understand what it means.
Sure. All right.
Okay, and then moving right along, we go to one success, which is Morgan. Morgan, you've heard everything they've had to say, so you could piggyback or you could start anew. What's stopping us from breaking out of the system?
So, you know how there's like firewalls in computers? That's what's stopping us, except it's a literal firewall.
Literal firewall. And if you had to deal with a literal firewall, your character that is, how would your character go about doing that?
I mean, obviously, if there's this firewall and it's preventing us from doing something, it must have been created by criminals. There was no other option, absolutely no other way that could be possible, and my character would track down and defeat those criminals.
Okay. Defeat the criminals.
Defeat them.
Okay. So that kicks it to the other players. What kind of a character would break down, destroy, get past a literal firewall by defeating the people who made it? Or maybe by defeating the wrong people who didn't make it?
Maybe relentless.
Yes. I will second that in a heartbeat. Because it's very relentless sounding.
And that second part sounds something like, what's the kind of person that like always sees like it had to be those punk kids or it had to be that dirtbag down the street, right? I mean, the second part also could be that, how come the cop always blames the criminals? Dad always blames the kids. Grandpa always blames like the youngsters.
They were on his lawn, man.
So we got relentless. Anybody have anything else? All right, let's go with relentless. Now these tags are your vision tags, so you should write them on the right column of your tags. They don't replace anything, they're just an extra, but that just reflects that they're temporary tags. Okay, last but not least, Sout. Take us home, my friend. What is stopping us from breaking out of the system?
Like the enforcers. Like who are they? They're the people who don't want, like they keep the people in, they keep people complacent. So there's like, you can consider them like a class, if it's like a societal, like there's just this group of people. I wouldn't say they're necessarily bad, but maybe out of their own ignorance, they're stopping us from like leaving at any cost, including, they're the enforcers. They do whatever it takes to keep people in the system. And I don't even know if they're human. I'm leaving it vague. Like, they're just the enforcers.
Okay. And if you had to deal with these enforcers so that you could break out of the system, how would you do that?
Oh, man.
Look at your strategies, look at your relationships, look at your belongings.
I mean, I can't try being a dick to them. Like, man, get me out. Why you gotta let me not stay in here with these people?
Being a dick.
I'm not. I don't know. I can also try researching ways out or ways to maybe like ascend from whatever class I'm at past the enforcer class. I'm sure in my mind there's like a multitude of classes, like enforcer class and like priest class, and maybe there's a king class we don't even know about.
Yeah.
Creating an entire dystopian universe.
Exactly.
Did you see what Leaf wrote?
I know, I did.
He was like, is it like Netrunner? Is it like the Matrix, like the enforcers? Like
kinda, but I was thinking Inhuman. But I left it open to you since I like to see what also Pete comes up with.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's vision roll. So Sout, you need to give yourself a tag that ideally reflects.
What did I say? How I beat this? I forgot what I said.
You said being a dick.
Being a dick.
Yeah. So how would you deal with enforcers? This social class that kind of like holds us back or holds us down.
Yeah, holds us. It's the man.
You would be a dick.
I would be a dick. Like, you ain't all that shit, you know?
If your character is mentally preparing to be a dick, what would they try to be?
I'm pretty good at it naturally, but I need to obviously practice being it roleplay wise.
Practice being a dick.
Vision tag. I guess I'll give myself. Well, I already have frustrated. That's like my all-encompassing one. I'll take suggestions from the audience. I should ask for a vision tag.
What kind of a person would be better suited to be a dick?
Yeah, sure. You can also give me like a physical trait or like it could be something like, hey, maybe I'm really buff or maybe I'm not really buff, but something. Just throwing it out there. I don't know.
And even if you say something derogatory or bad, he's only going to use it positively.
Yeah, so exactly. You can say I'm ugly.
Even something like ugly or hideous or like, but covered in goop, like these would all be okay.
Covered in
I am covered in Post-it notes, though.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, as you're thinking about that, think of a tag if we don't have one pop up. Otherwise, the last thing we have is gratitude. So every player think for a second if anybody said anything that really made this whole process easier, or if they said something that really made you laugh, or if they did something with their character concept that was really cool.
Oh, I like it. She gave me delusional. I'm going to put that in.
Now that's right. The detective has it.
Aha.
Half of this group is delusional. That's not good.
We're not even in a system. This is all in our minds.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
So gratitude, huh?
Yeah. And as soon as you think of one, just go ahead and say it. Doesn't have to be the best one of all time, but just something that made your experience today better.
I mean, I gotta give mine to Kush because his dream became my character, the dire hippo.
I've got to throw it right back. I thought the moisture mantle was pretty great.
I'm gonna throw mine to Morgan because without her, I don't think we would have this cool dream going on. Because I think it was hers that said the whole ignorant, and I actually love stuff like that. Like me, I like philosophy a lot in real life. So it's like, hey, I get to be a philosopher in the game now and totally be a dick about it.
I'm glad I got to steal a pen from you.
Yeah, works too.
Now I have nibs.
Yay, nibs. Okay.
Like, is it a sentient pen? Does it scream every time you write with it? That'd be a hilarious.
Like a howler from Harry Potter.
I don't know what that is, but sure.
Okay, gang. Well, if that's all, then we are done for today. And next Tuesday, same time, same channel, we return to get started. So I thank you all, and the stream is now going bye-bye. Thank you for your participation.
Bye. Thank you guys for participating too.
Camera's up here.
Excited.